Okay, this should be fun, trying to water and film at the same time. I mean, there's my hose there. I've just put it on a mist. Obviously, it's pretty simple things when it comes to watering. You know, most people, I'll be speaking to them to almost trying to teach them to suck lemons. I'm sorry, but a lot of beginners, you know, don't really know, really. If we've not been taught it, then, you know, we're not going to know, are we? So obviously we want to imitate a mist, rainfall. We don't want a powerful jet because it can blast the seed away from where the water hits, and you don't want that, obviously. How much water? I mean, you want it, when I'm speaking to customers, we don't water our customers' lawns, they do it themselves. I always say you want it wet but not sodden. So that's sort of the rule. So you want everywhere wet but not absolutely sodden with water and boggy. You just want it nice and wet. And if it's hot, so temperatures are say above 22, 23, you know, I would recommend watering it twice a day. One in the morning and in the evening to get it going. Hopefully I will be doing more videos as this obviously grows. I might even take you out on some customers' lawns maybe. See how, obviously if they're willing, then that would work out. But if not, we've always got this one. So obviously as this is growing, I'll show you what to apply, how to water. I mean, normally over there, you see in the corner, I'm trying to reach the corner. The temptation is to make the hose more powerful, but that's not going to have a good effect. If this was grown, if this was already a grown lawn, even pre first mow, if the grass was there, I'd be standing in the middle and hosing it. I wouldn't be worried about standing too much on the lawn. I wouldn't go overboard standing on it, but too much, because you get more of an even watering if you walk around your lawn. We all seem to stand on the edge of a pathway when we're watering things and turn the jet up, more powerful, but you don't cover as much, and you end up actually making where you stood much more wet than aiming over there. But right now I can't stand on it, so I'm just going to have to go with whatever I can reach. And really, I'm hoping for rain, ideally, when I'm sowing a new lawn. So see here, I'm just starting to get quite happy with this moisture level here. It's wet, but it's not sodden. And if you start seeing an area go really wet, well, just that's the time to move on to your next part. And that's pretty much it. It's quite warm, as I say, it's July. So I'd expect to see germination within a week. If you start, if you're starting in March time, it's a bit cooler or moving. I know autumn, the soil's quite warm still. But say you start in spring, March, you're probably going to look at a couple of weeks, maybe even a little bit more, depending on temperatures. I try not to sow in March, but sometimes people just want the lawn, and we can say, do you want to wait? And they'd say no. So we have sown lawns in March, and it just takes longer. It works, but it just takes longer. You see there, over there, I don't know if you can see, it was just starting to pool, so we just move away. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll try and respond. I'll keep you posted of progress. As I say, products going down. Could even be testing some new products. That'll be exciting. Try out some things new. See what the results are. Be a nice little experiment lawn, this one, for us to experiment with, and maybe hopefully offer to our customers as well as seeing the results for yourselves watching. If you've got any questions or just any wondering, how does this work, etc., feel free to comment. And one question we always get asked when we're seeding is, why don't you turf? Obviously we do turfing for people, but I just feel like a seeded lawn, you get a better lawn from it, really, and you end up getting fairly quicker results. It sounds odd because obviously a turfed lawn is instant, but if you think that lawn's just been cut, segments of the lawn have been cut out, and you've only got about an inch of topsoil with it, and then you've got to bed it, it's got to take root, and there's a lot in the lawn. There's microorganisms living below, and if your lawn hasn't got that, well, it won't have it immediately for the roots to take down and take up nutrients. We find that turfed lawns are much more susceptible to disease. So that's why we would always recommend a seeded lawn. And you know, the first 8 weeks of a new lawn, I mean, in general, the lawn is so green and you want to enjoy that. Whereas, you know, the turf growers, they're sort of benefiting from it and chopping it up and then sending it out to you. So, I mean, turf's fine, yeah, if you want it. Obviously, you don't have the choice of what seed mix you use, whereas you do when you're picking your seed. So that's just a few reasons why I personally prefer to seed rather than turf. But, you know, turf's there, it's available. You can choose whatever you want to do. And obviously, you can always care for your turf afterwards. I just find it's a lot more work, and it can take even years for a lawn to establish with turf sometimes, depending on the situation in your garden, the conditions in your garden. So yeah, I'm going to relax now. I'm going to enjoy watering my lawn in, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.